Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mrs. Rose YouTube channel. I'm going to try to post videos here that I can upload onto YouTube, but then give you the link on the Google Classroom page. And I can also put the link, I can post a link onto the Dojo messaging as well. That way, I'm not limited by just the 8-minute videos on Dojo. If I have a shorter one, I can do it there. But this way, if I need to talk longer than 8 minutes, going over the directions and stuff for each day, then I can just give you the link to the video. And then that way you can watch it and then know what's going on. So I'll post videos and kind of go over like demonstrations of stuff to do that you can do at home for the activities. And then I'll also like kind of I'll print them down in a post so that you have them written as well. But with the videos, I wanted to be able to demonstrate what you can do so that you know what I'm talking about. And that way, that part's clear. And I'll do like read alouds and things like that to check in with the kids through video too. I'm hoping that I can figure out like either Google Meets, which is kind of like a group FaceTime, or through Zoom, which is another app. They're all free. The Google Meets would just be part of like the Google family, how you got into classrooms today through their with their email login. Now that you're logged in, you could click on Google Meets and verify, and then I can invite you to a meetup, and then I may pick a time like once a week to do that, and then everybody can kind of join in, and we can actually see each other and talk to each other. We'll see how it goes. I'm not quite sure how well it will go with kindergartners, but since we are, trying this out and seeing how different, remote learning goes, digital learning goes, we're going to give things a shot. So yeah, so I will start posting different videos. I will make sure you guys know when they're posted so that you're able to click on the links and see the YouTube videos. And then that way you have those and can see kind of the things I'm going to go over and the ways to do different things at home with the kiddos. And yeah, and then I'll also post about it on the Google Classroom and Dojo so that you have kind of like the how the day looks, instructions. If you can't get through everything, that's okay. And I know I'm going to kind of set it up as kind of like a daily schedule, but if you're not at home during those exact hours, or the kids are with siblings or a sitter or something like that, some of the stuff might not get done until maybe you get home, and that's okay. I'm just kind of setting it up how our day is, and then when you get it finished, um, if it's into the evening, things like that, that's okay. I just, it's important that you do try to get as much as you can each day practicing so that they keep up on all that stuff that's in their brain, and we keep it fresh and we keep moving them forward so that when we do end up getting back in the classroom, they're ready to keep progressing forward. I don't want them to lose a bunch in these 3 weeks. So just try to do as much as you can. Definitely, read with them at night. Have them, if you have, level books, have them try to read as much as they can, or point to words that are sight words that they may know as you're reading. Them listening to you read really helps how their fluency and inflection when they read. So just reading, some books with them in the evening, and then asking them questions about the characters. Where was the setting? What was the main idea? What was the problem? How did they figure it out? Things like that, so that they're having to think about what's being read, so that it's not just, oh, I'm just going to read these words. they actually have to be able to have that comprehension and think about the stories. Have them practice writing. That's a big one. Writing sight words, writing names of your family members, pets, writing sentences, making sure they have a space in between each word. Begins with a capital, ends with a period. Or, question mark if it's a question sentence, things like that. Just practicing those conventions. And if it's words that they don't know how to spell, that's okay. Have them sound out so that whatever they hear as part of the word, they are writing those letters down of the sounds they hear. So if it doesn't exactly look like the word, that's all right. That's them practicing and getting better at picking out beginning, middle, ending sounds. The writing's a big thing. Reading to them, taking a sentence, scrambling it up, having them have to put it in the right order so that they can tell when a sentence makes sense and is with the words in the right place. That's something you can do. And then math, counting. You can practice counting to 100 by tens, by ones. If you have beans, if you have Cheerios, if you have, loose change, things like that, they can count with really anything that you have around the house just to get their hands on something and count. Practice adding small numbers to 10 together, subtraction. I'm going to be posting things about our math, and you'll kind of see that structure with the number bonds. I'll go over that as part of in the videos for demonstrations, but just, counting for sure. Some of them are still having a hard time transitioning from one 10 to the next 10 after 10, getting 11 through 20, and then, what comes after that, and so that they're getting that, we go from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and so on. Some of them still have a difficult time getting to 100 by ones. We work on counting by tens every day and by ones, but we still have quite a few that aren't able to get to 100 yet. And that's one of our kindergarten standards for by the end of the year. So that's something that you can practice. Pass the ball back and forth as you're counting, or any kind of, thing that you don't mind tossing. If you don't actually have a ball, a pair of socks rolled up, toss it back and forth. Just anything that you can, that's soft enough to throw inside your house and catch. Or, if it's a nice enough day, you can go outside and do it. But just that kind of back and forth. Let's count by tens back and forth. Let's count by ones. Tossing back and forth. Just, to make some fun out of it as they're working their brains. It's just that little bit of practice every day that's continued is going to make the difference. Saying a word. Oh, what's the beginning sound that you hear in boat? B. Okay. What letter says B? B. So that they constantly are getting that repetition of practice of having to remember what sound goes with the letter, what the letters are, what they look like, and then you can ask about ending sounds, middle sounds, stretch it out. Oh, let's stretch out the word cat, k-at, cat. So you stretch, shrink. You can do it on your arm too, k-at, cat. So you're stretching out, bumpy blend, and then you're smoothing it together. I'm trying to get them to realize as I smooth those sounds together quickly, I'm getting this word. Syllables, they can clap out syllables. How many syllables in blue? Okay, if I clap blue, 1. How many syllables in butterfly? Butterfly, 3. Things like that. Just those simple things that as you're talking with them, you're having them practice stuff. talk to them, have fun with them, talk about your day, talk about their day, ask questions about their favorite toys, their favorite books, who their favorite person is to play with at recess, what they like to do with their friends. Just having those conversations and having that time, even if it's, in the evening, whenever you guys can get to things, just giving them that practice, that social practice too, back and forth, is a big deal too. Helping them become those little people that, are good friends and can solve problems and, work through challenges. So that's the biggest thing, is just trying to get, as much practice as you can on a daily basis with the things that keep what they've been learning fresh in their minds so that they can continue to progress. So I'll miss seeing them every day. It's weird not having them. But I know you'll all do a great job, and you'll do as much as you can, and I'm getting a phone call. And just have fun. Have fun with it, so that they, can stay engaged. And it doesn't have to be, hours and hours of stuff. Just, bits of time throughout the day, give them those brain breaks, which I have built into the schedules that I'll give you guys. Get up and do some different exercises, run around the yard for 5 minutes, things like that. Go play with your Legos for 10 minutes, go play with board games with each other, just having that family time and, friends, sibling time as well built into the day, so that they are getting those brain breaks. And that's good practice for life skills too. Having them do a chore with you, I'm going to have, something like that on our list. So just trying to make it as easy and, easy as possible to get things done around your own schedules and the things that you have to do in your work. And just practice each day, go through the things on the list, get as much as you can done, so that they just keep it fresh and keep it moving in their brains. So I will let you know about links and all that as we keep going. And please try to join Google Classroom. Once you go through that initial login thing, then it's easy. You can get back to Google Classroom just by going to, Google Classroom. You don't have to log in each time like you do the initial time. So that'll be easier to kind of just go down the page each day as I put stuff, so that you're not having to scroll back and forth on Dojo messages and you might miss something. I'll post it in both places, Dojo and Google Classroom, but if you take that minute and get signed on to Google Classroom, I think it'll be less frustrating than Dojo in terms of going back and finding each day's activities. But thank you guys, and thanks for being patient and understanding and all that's been going on. Stay healthy, stay in small groups, immediate family, wash your hands lots, use lotion. My hands are so dry, I have to keep using so much lotion for as much as I'm washing my hands. So, just stay healthy. Hope everybody's doing well, and hopefully this virus gets kicked quickly so we can get back to our normal routines. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.